Hello and welcome back to the 2011 Rewind. This is where we look at films from 2011 that are turning 15 years old here in 2026. Hard to believe, but our next entry, the now it marks kind of the halfway point in this franchise. But at one point in time, was probably regarded as maybe the best of the franchise. Some people still have it as the best of the franchise. And of course, I am talking about the legendary Fast Five. Fast and Furious, an interesting franchise. We're actually going to talk about the franchises beginning a little bit later in the rewind this year, which is hard to believe. But we're about a decade into this franchise, and it went through some weird peaks and valleys. The original, quite a film. I'm not wild about Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't think anyone is wild about Tokyo Drift. But then they came back with Fast and Furious instead of The Fast and the Furious, which was number 4, kind of kicked off a whole new set of films. That is actually my personal favorite. But Fast Five, the second coming off of that, expands the world. This is the first one that introduces Dwayne Johnson as Agent Hobbs. You get Vin Diesel back and Paul Walker, Jordana Brewster, the whole kind of group in here. You also get kind of an expansion of their team. You bring back some people from some of these other films and start incorporating them in here. Sets up a bigger world, a larger story. And it's definitely probably the one that has the best action set pieces. I do love Fast Five. It's always high up for me. Like I said, for a lot of people, it's the pinnacle of the franchise. It is not my personal favorite, but it is a heck of a movie and it is a heck of a ride. This is really where Fast and Furious as a franchise exploded and took off. It is hard to believe this movie is 15 years old, and also hard to believe this franchise still going. And we haven't reached the end yet. The recently announced Fast 11. We'll see how that all shakes out. But a fun film, a good film, probably, like I said, one of the best action-oriented films here. And any of the ones where you have Diesel and Paul Walker are going to be a hit. Missing Paul Walker a lot in these later installments. But that 4, 5, 6, they were kind of right there in their bag, and it's very good. So Fast Five, if you haven't seen it, check it out.